Students have asked questions about Patchwork 2 that I'd like to respond to. So let's read it first of all. Identify and discuss 3 innovative human resource practices, for example, recruitment, retention, reward, relocation, responsiveness to feedback, conflict resolution, redressing inequality, etc. Use relevant theory to describe value creation. Review the considerations required in implementing these practices in relation to HR regulations, laws, and/or social attitudes. So let's break down the question, and then we'll look at some of the actual questions that students have asked me in response. So from the bottom, review the considerations required. HR regulations, policies, laws, social attitudes. What's driving change? What actually is creating this need for something different to happen? And that's a clue to the second part of the question. Describe value creation. Well, what values? There are 2 central values driving so much change today that we've discussed: sustainability, equality, equity, and diversity. For sustainability, we of course know that this is a more commonly shared value, that we see the idea of creating sustainability enacted both in policy and practice and social attitudes. And so you're welcome to speak about what's driving sustainability or equality, diversity, and inclusion, using examples from any of these areas to cite the need for change. But equally, we know that we have theory, conceptual frameworks to help us more objectively talk about those shared values. So what exactly do we mean? What exactly do we mean when we say sustainability? Well, for some industrial processes, this means the circular economy. How do you reduce and reuse and recycle? By creating zero waste plans within your network. Another idea about value creation is value for whom? Well, what about the stakeholder theory? What about the idea of comparing and contrasting how different innovations benefit or advantage different stakeholders, and particularly, even as the question says, redresses imbalances or inequity amongst stakeholder groups? And so finally, there was a question from a student about training, for example, and coaching. Can we talk about training and coaching? Well, for sure. I sent out a video about training and coaching, but equally, I want to remind you that training and coaching is both a reward. It's a kind of reward. It helps people perform, enhances performance. So we talk about retention and being able to allow people to achieve their goals, achieve their excellence within a workplace. And finally, can you use examples from different industries or different companies? Absolutely. The focus here is on people management. How are people being managed better, more holistically, for example, or as we always speak about, in more transformative ways? So focus on transformative leadership examples, on examples of healthy, positive teamwork that opens up innovation. And if you're going to use different examples from different companies or different areas of a supply chain in an industry, for example, compare and contrast what are the values that are retained in those examples. So best of luck. Do check the slides for any sources. Do check the slides for any ideas so that you can brainstorm or even build on some of the examples we've explored all along the way. Best of luck. Take care.